Вообще не помню, что я там делал. Ладно. Что после Зельды еще управление вспомни, попробуй.
Keep that for later. They're angry.
Отстаньте от меня, я просто иду. Ну, я не помню, я спас-то детей этого Олина. Или как его там звали?
Just stay out of their way for now.
Где костер? Вон он. Да. Да какой снимок экрана? Зачем он мне? Управление, блин. Как же сейчас тяжко будет после Зелита, а? Я все кнопки путаю. Ну, жуть какая. Так, еще где-то костер.
It's beautiful, that's why.
О, вот сражайтесь, да, я пойду дальше.
Shadow
Activate the shadow.
She went
Got eyes on him. You will escape the shadow.
That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the lane.
Battle.
Да блин,
Frozen in ice. Good time.
я опять случайно пропустил.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Operation Enduring Victory.
Hey, think that's enough time for Soback to finish Zero Dawn?
Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Grease for contact!
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Say it again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach. A live one. And it's pissed.
We've got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs. Then push back out.
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s. Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still
What was this
printing
place?
barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure. protocols, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C, any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded, and enjoy your gaming.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast,
Furnishings
fighting
were
with these civilian
metal.
enlistees, scrappy
How'd they have
guys
become
and
comfortable?
gals. Their
It was the
training is
metal world.
basically, here's a
Guess they were used to
DEW.
it.
When you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, and everything will be the way it used to be.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room. Red light. Guess that means no power.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot?
Куда субтитры слезли?
Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy
Must be
expectations.
some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. These wires must run to the power source.
Да ты прилипла вот. Да встань ты. О. Чё она в приседе двигается?
Three power lines, two sources. That makes one. That's two. One more.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Путаю Запад и Восток вечно.
Did it. Sounds like that did it.
Вечно путаю.
Tom's being used in places. More clips. Must be another way in. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers, just weapons.
Так. Как там мне надо атаку на главаря сделать сразу? А их тут два, ё-моё. Ладно, приманить. Потому что не хочется мне с ними возиться со всеми. Здорово, Никол. Забавно, что первая ТВА была нормальным красным цветом, а потом опять превратилась в какую-то смесь серо-оранжевую. Да.
They're still looking.
Ты дурак? Мне надо хотя бы одного этого завалить. Ну, отвернись. Нормально поспал. Кстати, забавно, что тебя так быстро отпустили, блин. Прям действительно очень быстро. Я не могу после Зельды нормально с управлением сейчас сродниться. Мне прям тяжело.
I'm not here.
А, да? Я думал, тебя там минимум неделю будут держать. Типа пока заживешь, пока там проверят, все ли нормально, ненормально пошло. Или тебе просто надо бы сейчас больницу посещать какое-то время? Хочу бесшумный бег.
Save these for the trail.
А, ну понял тогда. Главное не завести червячков. Хо-хо-хо-хо.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Мгм. Блин, я не помню, сколько мне до конца осталось, сколько там миссий было, но у меня вот прям ощущение, что мы близки к концу на самом деле. Что-то не так пошло? Разбудить не могли? А, вон чё. Забавно. Там нахуй не отправлял врачей.
But I don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out!
Понятно.
Another Kovish. And this one can move.
А нормально, что вы у него под ногами шляетесь, и он вас не давит? Ви-ви-ви-ви-ви-ви-ви-ви. Да, ну не попал. Блин.
Move along now.
Вот черт. Так, я забыл там слабые места его. Уязвимость, ага. Да? Заебись. Ну ты даешь, конечно.
Another Komish. And this one can move.
Ты чё не умер? Стрелы сами по себе что-то переключаются. Что за хрень происходит?
Another Komish. And this one can move.
Так, где еще один? Того я никак не сниму отсюда. А вот этот вполне убьется. Ой, черт. Вот теперь надо бежать. А, ну да, как обычно. Я предполагаю, что вот это у нас огненными, да, бьется.
Did it. So the soldiers long ago. They had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
Слабый. Говоря после того, как он меня несколько раз просто сбросил, убил ему. Да.
Need them soon enough.
Так, что, идем дальше, значит.
Be prepared.
О, запасы. Понимаю.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... We'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do? Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines, but not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again. Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride. I'd do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Да и не так уж и долго туда подниматься. Что началось-то?
This must be the pass Matur was talking about, with Banuk territory just above.
А, это, видимо, к ДЛС-ке, да? Путь. Да, бля. Не та кнопка. Ну, судя по всему, да, вот это у нас ДЛС-ка. Не начинаю задумываться о том, хочу ли я проходить ДЛС-ку. Все-таки, как я и сказал, я планирую пройти сюжет, чтобы просто вспомнить, что кого здесь, чем закончилось, потому что я не особо помню. Чтобы потом вторую часть начать. Хотя, блин, если вторая часть такая же, то, блин, это будет грустно. Так, ну да.
About going to the lake
Мне бы не мед купить, наверное, хороший вообще. Где костер там был? А, он засчитался как поме... Ладно, хорошо.
That'll help. I know how to override a sawtooth. I'm getting close.
Не, я в шары долблюсь или что? Где костер? А, вон он. На них лучше кликать, на всякий случай. — 800 веток с собой таскаю. Куда она их запихала, блин? Забавно. Ага. Блин. Не уверен, что правильно ли я сделал, что побежал сюда. Ага. Сокращу ли я путь таким образом? Или только ухудшу? Мне никак не хватает. А, не, нормально. Да, блин. Я пытаюсь на крестик отменять действие. Блин. Крон-то ты вообще виноват. Чпродаем. Чпродаем. Так. О, купить. Купить, не купить. Все из-за Зельды. Я нитемет перепутал с канатометом. Блять. Ну ладно.
Crash the Eclipse focus network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in. There are the handholds, right where you'd said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No? Fitting name you got there. All right. What now?
You wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
At least I'll have a fire to keep me company. How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Let's see what's through here. Corrupted machines. Patrolmen, guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in?
The back way. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Just going down.
А, да? Ты слишком толстый, да? Чтоб я тебя мог так пробить. Засали. Блять, там их еще. Как-то неплохо пробиваются прям.
Oh.
Ого.
gonna need this.
И ничего, это отступил-то. А как мне туда залезть? Так, не вижу ничего, зачем можно было бы зацепиться. Канат, ага, вижу. Вопрос, как туда тоже забраться.
Explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
Makes this a little easier.
Ой, а что такое? А что, никого нету, что ли? Ой-ой-ой-ой, как же так? А, да? Они так умеют? Понял. Да ты посмотри, а не дает мне выстрелить.
Getting
на.
close now. Head for that ridge.
Надо купить
The
капельки
tall
для
neck's just
глаз.
over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm. Here we go.
Так, здесь, походу, нельзя палиться, да? Ну, не стоит, во всяком случае.
I see the legs of a tall neck down there. No tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
Нет, не прыгай вниз, я бы сверху пострелял. А, да? Найс, стелс. Ладно, убью так. Да что, куда?
Is there fighting up ahead?
It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret. What is this place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
So long as King Itamen languished.
Да бля, да что такое? Меня это бесит. Зачем делать несколько действий на одну кнопку, твою мать? Я хочу слушать и лутаться. Взял, прервал опять.
Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like in a glittering spike through the center of my mind. Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. The count of days runs thin. I will see Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety.
Вот так вот.
My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light. When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. The whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith.
Сектанты типичные.
Must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day. Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn, for without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow. Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying into the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My lord sensed this, but instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another.
Не могу, мне скучно стоять на месте.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility. A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed, how its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to
Так,
spurn all
делаем выпрыги.
seductions of
Ха!
comfort.
Ха!
But when I
Ха!
woke the next morning,
Ха!
you lay beside me,
Ха! Ха!
naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
Наконец-то.
He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a
Вот он и
focus
говорит
that
фанатики,
you
да.
lack. Now how about finding that Tolmec?
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Чё бабахает, блин? Задолбали. Бабахают и бабахают.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Ёбом токнуло чуть-чуть. Бывает.
Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
Дожим!
Brave trail.
Извините.
Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Ugh. Are you kidding me? Almost there. Ugh. Come on.
Don't fight. Keep moving.
What?
Head left towards the pit.
Got it. Almost out of it.
The whole base is on high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Keep moving or you'll die. More clips across the ravine.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
Меня прикалывает, ты такой бежишь, и они просто такие, а, чё, а? А? Сука. Смешно. Как тот кот это. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest. Now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. At sunfall, we'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him.
А, какая-то там крепость.
If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Так, навык. Говорю, навык. Угу. Спасибо. Так, погнали. Погнали, погнали, погнали. Куда? Вот сюда. Мне будет проще, наверное, и быстрее бежать вот отсюда. На самом-то деле. Что-то быстрое перемещение заканчивается. Нам будет крафтить. Бегемот. Да и смолс. Да и смолс. Да и смолс. Это что за ёб твою мать, блин? Извините. Серия Соус Парк вспомнилась.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Где костер? А, вон костер. А чё ты не умер? Как я не попал? Тыцы! Тыцы! Пошли нахер!
That'll help.
Нет, мне впадло туда спускаться, за ним пошел он нахрен. Кстати. Блин, до него тут бежать. Оно мне надо? Ладно, пойдем.
Back to your business.
Пригодится. Он, по-моему, чихнул. Будь здоров.
Calm, calm. I'm picking up another signal.
Ходит он там и ходит. Ходит и ходит. Чука. Так, ты что, белозубы? Не-не-не-не-не-не-не, вы дурные, бегаете, блин, далеко. Ну вас нахрен. Это что за самзелет?
I
А,
must be closing in on the
понял.
signal.
Так, как мне до тебя добраться там?
Okay, I need to get up to
Вон
the
оттуда
Tonic site.
можно. Че-то как-то разлету стрел, конечно. Вопрос, как мне сюда забраться.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the Tonic.
Отсюда я должен допрыгнуть в целом до него. Да, должен. Ну, подождем. Это что такое? Замес какой-то. А, как он долго ходит. Пойду туда. Там поближе.
I should be able to jump onto the Tonic from here. All right. Now I just have to reach its head.
Так, а теперь мне надо куда бежать? Вон туда. А, за длинношеев тоже навыки дают? Это того стоило. Не забыл, что за все задания абсолютно, блин, дают навык. Поэтому их имеет смысл выполнять, если хочешь ты все вкачать.
These will keep.
Ты вот сейчас серьезно, да?
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Delicate matters to savages now. These are desperate times.
Забавно, что меня так спокойно сюда пускают. Так, что тебе можно втюхать? Я не знаю, нужны мне вообще... Так. Изготовление... Тут у меня все вкачано. Имеет смысл, конечно... Давай я его куплю за 70, чтобы открыть возможность крафтить для нее, потому что я хочу взять ее за место этой антимета, кантомета, кто он там. Блин, рыбья кость, ёб твою мать.
Come take a look.
The submarine. Proud tradition.
Pressing Meridian.
Give them time. I'm sure they'll fix it. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment.
Outlanders,
Meantime,
if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
He's having a listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me. while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel. Gotta see the sun ring.
Лук убери, бестолочь. Что достала его?
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
Balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
А, чуть не упав.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Я думаю, после прохождения игры. Нишься найти не можем.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this tour!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Чего не помню. Из этого уже.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Грибочки.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Походу надо в один из котлов сходить, чтобы осколков замутить.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of...
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who
Все
spread
это
them.
ложь.
And they
Это
are all
понятно.
lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Ясненько.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
Да. То есть чел не мог там попасть сюда из-за двери, а эти ребята такие: вентиляция, погнали. Логично.
She's coming for us!
Вот тебе 3 стрелы в зубы.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here in this
Close to the tribe of Pripyat
Captain
Stubbles now.
Okino,
The
are you
data
trying to
points.
thank me
What
for
did
not
they contain?
resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical. You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but to really sell a concept and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected you had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living thing dissolves into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Жесть.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, You'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. Why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Ну, потому что в катсцене интересно.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that well, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Лол. Даже так? Она просто эвтаназию выбрала. О, нормально.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my old man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Уходит, говорит. Угу. А? Ой, плевать, пойдем.
Intruder! Get her!
Looks like we're
Whatever you
introduced.
do, don't die now.
Я из-за частичек ни хера не вижу. Просто 3 главаря вылезло, охренеть.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Угу. Еще один выбрал эвтаназию, но после работы, а не сходу. Понимаю.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Souvet? Christina Souvet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day,
Power's down.
I enjoyed schooling them.
I've done this
But
before.
maybe I went in too
Just
hard on
you
this
and I
poor
focus.
counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor. Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now,
Смотри, мам, я в телевизоре.
why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am. That ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Понял, задом наперед.
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Вниз влево.
Done. I should check the door nearby. Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Ну, пойдем взглянем, что за ней. Эх. То есть они не услышали, как дверь открылась, да? Ой, блядь.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia, it's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Зачем обходить? Зарежь нахер все. Делов-то, блин.
Battle is upon us.
Да, места мало. Пошел ты нахрен. Ай-яй-яй, нормально он спустился.
Farewell, fool.
That's the last of them. Or not. Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Нет, я полутаюсь еще, потом пойду. Указывает он мне тут. Посмотрите на него. Какой важный курица.
Can't be too prepared.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
А? Особенное стекло? Через него нельзя сканировать? Если это можно стеклом назвать, конечно.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
Так, вольнем главаря, разберемся и с остальными, соответственно, значит. Тупо его оружие подберем.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and
Как же русские, как же на русском, алло.
DNA
Ну, сука, расисты.
synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Но по какой-то причине знания не передавались людям, да? Ой. Ой. А чё это они умерли? Подскользнулись и упали? Ай-яй-яй, как же нехорошо получилось. Осторожнее нужно быть. Вот не мусорили бы, не падали или не ломали бы шеи. А, тут еще был народ, да, ну ёб твою мать. Откуда ж я знал?
Look around. See if anything is left.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is
I'll find a use for you.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers, It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Вот так вот.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial.
Умирали по заказу.
But still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Экспресс-доставка смерти.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Это ржавчина или копер? То бишь медь.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally
Ну тогда у него определенно проблемы с кишечником.
quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 23 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Вопрос, откуда, сука, столько энергии для питания вот этого механизма, так скажем, этого и... Open the door.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Пробирковые люди. Гомункулы.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Would benefit from antilopine morphologies, though capric forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
no, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Заставить и испытывать эмоции. Опасные.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, let's just do what it says.
Угу.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all.
Так, как мне внутрь-то попасть? Не вижу прохода. Может, где-то есть что-нибудь типа вентиляции? А, просто выломать дверь. Понял. По-варварски, так бы и сказали.
I'd have to leave something else behind. The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe.
Да, по-моему, логично, кто тебя родил.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Ля. Просто ниндзя такие.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
О, и чертила этот тут.
Still alive. Good.
Бля, сам себе мозги ебешь ты.
Suitable death in mind for you, child.
Ай, мне только что наступили на лицо.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion.
Ну, меня отжали, все нахрен. Класс.
Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Да снизу ты руку протяни, дура.
And falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out.
Ты что, вас?
In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
С тобой умрешь со скуки.
I guess even a monster like you can have a glimmer of conscience. You didn't kill me right away. Turn your face to the sun, child. Dressing up murder as religious sacrifice so you could feel better about it?
No. I never doubted the righteousness of killing you. And yet, your words touch close to the truth.
Ну, мне пока непонятно.
In my heart,
Ну, деревянненько, да, выглядит.
Unworthy of me. You were just a savage girl. So I thought at the time. Even still, I aimed to kill you, and yet did not.
Говорящие головы.
Failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched every
Господи, долбаный фанатик бесит.
You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die.
Как же хочется ему копье в лицо сунуть. Да неохота пока. Сегодня, наверное, вряд ли уже. Ты марионетка.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings, a pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine.
Это ж почти конец, да?
The buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause.
Вот и я не помню. Но у меня ощущение, что это прям близко к концу. Тут уже и многое рассказали в целом.
You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get in this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Да.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall.
Я помню, что, по-моему, последний квест как раз какие-то, где надо было отбивать базу или что-то такое. Унылое задание.
Communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
Минус визор.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Угу. Тумба.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to break. And when it does, the false sun will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I
Чё удобно?
am an instrument of prophecy.
Спать охота, блядь.
Nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Ну, кстати, да, я порой с компа смотрю Twitch, а пишу комменты с этого, с телефона. О, демоны.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithfuls crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth.
Блин, я с бегемотом не дрался, я не знаю слабые места его.
But it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands.
Ну, это логично. Но, как бы, на каждую деталь свое, это... Свой тип снарядов, так скажем. Ну, та херня ледяная, судя по всему. Ее надо пробивными долбить. А, бля. Здравствуйте. Где мой лук, мать твою? Я понял. Байтим на колонны. Я не заметил, что у меня нет хп. А я не помню, какую сложность поставил. По-моему, среднюю, что ли? Я что-то особо не заморачивался. Да. Стандарт, что стояло, то и поставил. Давай, Тора, ого, иха. Давай, еблан рогатый, сюда иди.
Another hit, and that pillar will come down. That makes a mess. I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars.
Да, смысл. Чтобы в 10 раз дольше бить какого-нибудь рыскаря, да ну его нахуй. Я ж почти никакие задания дополнительные не проходил, я чисто по сюжету побежал. Говорю, мне интересно сюжет пройти и посмотреть DLS-ку. Что там в DLS-ке было, я ж пропустил все.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target.
О, блядь. Ну, погнали. Урона нету. Ладно, давай попробуем его пожарить. Хотя... А, блядь. Ебать, что это за текстурка была сейчас? Какого хера он магнитным полем владеет еще?
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with the first attack. Freeze can't stay on its head. Cryo area should set it off.
Так, я нашел уязвимое место, окей. Ай-яй-яй. Мать твою. Я врезался в эту херню. Вы чё, рофлите? Не. Ты можешь не двигаться? По-моему, на молнию ему вообще плевать, да? Да ты сюда иди. Господи, какой он тупой. Взорвись уже, задолбал. Ну давай, 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 давай. Наконец-то. Не прошло и года. О, как так? Сейчас мы ему это лицо отстрелим, его визор заберем, да? Акили! Акили тут.
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Самому слабо, что ли, красава? Бам! В конце не бахнуло. Хорошо. Акиль! А, кто? Это кто?
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
А он где снимался еще?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Чё у него за трубки в бороде? Всегда бесило.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
Вы имеете в виду актера озвучания или чё? Или прям актер-актер? Хотя какая разница, все равно не знаю, кто это, блин.
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
А, прям его внешность? Окей, понял. Ну, бля, печально, наверное.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Вот ты сейчас... Сколько там лет игре? Угу. То голуби, тусующиеся в воздухе. Ладно. Ты вот сейчас сказал, консьерж, вот и я это действительно понял, что вот это он, лол. До этого я как-то даже не обратил внимания. Прикольно. Ага. Так, не окей. Не окей. Не окей. Так, вот эти... Блять, не хватает больше ни на чё. Сука. Да в смысле никуда не могу телепортахуинуться, ну вообще класс. Пешком, блядь, бежать 4000... говно. Я не знаю, как... Ладно, окей. Бля, ты еще и шутить умудряешься, это хорошо. Ну, во всяком случае, лучше, чем в прошлый раз, по ощущениям. Ага, вы думали, я не телепортахуинусь, а я телепортахуинусь. Ну, сука. Я не знаю, может, мне надо телепортироваться куда-нибудь. О, нашел. Ну, не всегда. Но в целом, да. Так. Я все смотрю сердце Нора на... Может, я могу куда-то поближе все-таки прыгнуть? Сюда могу. Теперь я могу сюда прыгнуть, а сюда не могу. Странное дерьмо. Ну ладно. Я думаю, он вежливо подождет, да? Блять, надо что-то делать с этим ебаным стиком. Мне так лень разбирать геймпад.
Clever.
Вот тут что-то фиолетовое. Да, иди в жопу. Драться с тобой не хочу. Я сказал, я не хочу с тобой драться, иди в жопу. А там ребята нормально ходят, им вообще норм. Что, блядь, происходит вообще? Сколько время у нас вообще? Да, блядь. 8:30. Не. Такое себе.
Another battle. Another defeat. The eclipse smashed through.
Да мне похер на вас всех, идите в жопу, говорю. Я все равно не буду с вами драться без причины. Дадут задание убить, убью. Это что он там бахнул?
Must be hauled up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. And I'll never reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the...
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the
For our mother!
Varl and Sona.
А вот теперь нам охо... Ёбаный по голове. Серьезно? Вот я сейчас не целился вниз, у меня просто ёбаный стик вниз дернулся. Так, надо какую-то пушку здесь снять. Да дай мне пушку уже, задолбал. Их юзать нельзя, да? А не, можно, во. Блять, ваншотнуло. Ты не совсем понял, о чем я. Типа я вот так вот вниз нажимаю, а он срабатывает вверх тут же, после этого. Тут стики уже заменены и сами по себе. Надо, видимо, менять их в целом опять. Я не знаю, типа, в чем прикол. Типа вот, как, почему у меня в Зельде это происходит? Вот, допустим, карта, да, я вот нормально вверх вытягиваю. Если я вот так вот нажму, он, видишь, он вниз, вверх делает. Как пружинит назад. Тут, видимо, в самом механизме какая-то проблема. Типа вот тут же такого нету. Ну, для этого их заказать надо. Да заебал ты. Так, куда ствол улетел? Я нихуя не вижу, блядь, все белое, светится, и ёбаный флешбэнг. Псы. А. Во, нашел пушку.
Bring down the demon!
May the goddess remember!
Finish them!
Да перелезь.
We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped.
Мгм.
I thought we would die.
Не знаю, я купил себе рублей за 300. Попросил знакомую, и он мне бесплатно их поменял. Они отжили вот сколько? Полгода, наверное. Когда поменьше, наверное.
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. Another metal devil struck down upon the slopes. If you hadn't returned, the tribe would have been lost. You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but This was just one battle, Laurel.
Что там на заднем плане происходит?
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
Так, мне нужно залезть здесь в вентиляцию. А зачем? Я не знаю, только правда. По-моему, здесь где-то была батарея еще одна, да? У нас краски вентиляции. Ну-ка. Зачем мне это надо только? Ой, короче, насрать, я не буду эту броню доставать. Пизду ее. Мне впадло. Тоже конец игры. Считай.
Aloy! Oh, you've returned.
Teb?
Aloy, you've come back. The Seeker has returned. Come, speak to us.
Foolish woman, you welcome a curse.
Come, Seeker, we have much to discuss.
Her very presence.
So, you have finally returned.
Здорово.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege. How was this done? By the will
Ручками,
of
ручками.
Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Да,
Yes, I
вроде
guess you could say
нормально.
that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her. She is a curse made flesh. She will be the end.
Excuse me.
Aloy!
Talk amongst yourselves.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
Ну, видимо, финал, да. Ну, либо близко к финалу, я уж не помню. У меня ощущение, что там что-то еще должно было быть после этого. Выводок 1.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Начал проходить первую часть или вторую? Наверное, первую, да, раз ты тут.
So this is Aletheia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
So these are artificial wombs. So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why? These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Детсады. Кайф.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, 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 in time.
Да за шо, блядь? О!
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Какая жесть, конечно. Этого я вообще не помню.
I have no choice but to release you. But why? There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know.
Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Ладно. Давай попробуем сюда зайти.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Welcome, students. Please pick up a focus device and place it on the side of your head, just behind your eye.
I had to dredge the pits of the world looking for focuses to repair. And here sat a trove, enriching no one.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much
Что ты знаешь о безумии?
Apollo offline.
Ниже не спуститься. Тут нигде я пройти никуда не могу. Ладно. Пойдем сюда.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity. whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. Elizabeth, this is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Aletheia 9. There is one access unsealed.
Ну. Ладно. Давай так. Шо? Или все-таки найти батареи?
This is going to be interesting.
Ладно, это еще не конец. Что это было?
Aloy, forgive. Forgive. The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora. All praise Aloy,
Ужас.
anointed of the Nora. Up. All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora.
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
Коду лучше, наверное, стоит собрать. Да, получается, задание 2 примерно осталось. С этим ядром, а потом как раз-таки в Меридиане, ага. Меридиане отбиваться, по-моему, от этих. От машин. Типа того. Так, надо найти долбаную батарею тогда. О, бля. Где она только есть? А, дверь бункера включена.
Anointed by All Mother herself.
I knew we lost hope before the Anointed saved us. She can do anything, even destroy the corruption.
Aloy, how did you do that?
Shush, Arana. She's the Anointed.
Thought us broken. But now, we will show them that we endure.
She came out of the mountain, and she was changed, anointed.
Вот он, чертов топливный элемент. А, серьезно, мне вот сюда надо было сходить, а я... Как можно было это... Ну, в принципе, торопясь можно было пропустить, да?
Good. Another power cell. If I find more, I should be able to get to that ancient armor I found.
Останется вспомнить, где еще 2.
Thank All Mother for bringing her to us.
Я заблудился, куда мне идти. Не сюда. Ну-ка, блин. Злой перевал. Это не здесь ли буревестник будет? Душный. Стоп, так я почти всех этих нашел. Имеет смысл тогда потом сбегать вот сюда и... Меридиан. Ладно. Понятно. В любом случае, на сегодня, пожалуй, хватит. В следующий раз продолжим. Всем спасибо за внимание. До скорого.